999 day, 999 day. What's the deal, family? What's the word? What's the word? Dream Wise here for another one. Yes, sir. We're gonna dive deep into the fold in this particular build today, and I decided to bless the family and give y'all a deeper understanding of what this is, this 999 day is, and what it truly means and what it's all about. So I'm excited about this build. Let's get it on. Shout out to the family. Peace to the guys. Peace to the squads. All right. So 999 is today, right? And this energy is a symbol. This symbol is important for us to understand to the core about who we are. Who we are. And when I speak about we, I'm speaking about melanated beings. Now, if you feel that you had the melanin, oh boy, go for yours. You feel me? Because I'm not trying to position people out of not having melanin. You feel me? Or a soul. Some people have souls that might not even look like us, right? The skin that we're talking about is a huge symbol or indicator of, you know what I'm saying, soul beings. But at the same time, at the end of the day, hey, if you feel like you got it and you feel like you're one of us, then join the squad. Because, hey, who am I to say you don't have that God particle, that God gene? And, 9 is an interesting number. 9 is alien to this world, and it's about completion, right? And when we think about the number 9 spiritually, it is about completion. But completion is also what? The completed man. And the completed man is somebody who's in touch with his spiritual side, his divine feminine side, his magical side, his mystical side, his side that's in the space of the unseen world. So I want the family to understand that to the core. Like, this is deeper than what your two eyes can see. This is about something strange. And when we talk about something strange, we're talking about moving how the wind blows. Don't worry, I'm going to get to all of that. Watch how dream works. So before the 999 came up, we just had a powerful moon, a blood moon that represented the root chakra 2 days ago. Now, all of this energy is tied in, the 999 and this blood moon. 999, blood moon. And essentially, the blood moon is about the root chakra, about the ground that you walk on, but it's also about the menstrual cycle. Hey, listen, I know y'all Benedict Christians do not want to understand this shit to the core. But I'm just telling you what it is. Spiritually, symbolically, spirit is putting this in your face and give you the understanding of what blood they talking about. And look, hey, and I just speak truth. That's it. And, at the same time, at the end of the day, that's all I got is my truth. And understand that spirit is showing naked ass by putting that blood moon in alignment with this 99 gateway, 99 portal, is an important process that we want to work through and see what aligns symbolically, synchronistically, and how we can utilize the energy for ourselves. You feel me? Message. So I want the family to just buckle up and enjoy the ride, because dream wise is strange like that, nigga. Straight up and down. All right, so this was something I found on Facebook that I thought was hitting it right and exact. It says everything changes this September. September 9, 2025 marks the powerful 999 portal, an energetic gateway that comes only once every 9 years. In numerology, the 9 symbolizes completion and release. When it triples into 999, its energy is magnified, urging us to let go of old cycles, outdated patterns, and pain that no longer serves our growth. our growth, our growth. This portal is an invitation to clear space in your life. Endings are not something to fear. Endings are not something to fear. Endings are not something to fear.
Message.
See, a lot of this stuff is about your belief in yourself. Who do you see yourself as, right? The magic of life responds to those who dare to believe. And if you dare to believe you are the shit, you are him. Speaking of him is coming out soon. If you dare to believe that you are her, then spirit, this illusion will bend to your will. But if you are still in your limited base thinking, then guess what your 1 year is going to be about, baby? Your limited perspective. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. I'm trying to push the energy into the minds of the melanated ones, the spiritual ones, the ones that's really about this work, and the ones that's off of that conspiracy theory ride and ready to take their own ride, ready to turn up for themselves, ready to see their world change and manipulate their energy, ready to step into their freedom zone. This is about mental alchemy. This is not about Donald Trump, Bill Gates, and the Illuminati. This is about you. And I'm pushing this message to you so you can really find the space to do rituals, to do mental work, so then your belief can set into this reality. But if you're believing in yourself as, oh, woe is me, I'm a worker, I'm just telling you what it is, family. You don't have to believe me. You're going to have to take it up with God, and that's in yourself. If you are sitting here right now, I'm telling you today, you got to change your belief right now and see yourself for the next 10 years in the freedom zone. If your belief is in you seeing yourself the next year as a worker, as somebody that's struggling, barely surviving, right? If you see that right now, telling you what it is, you're going to create that reality for yourself for the next 10 years.
Message.
Remember, the mind is all in the universe is mental. So in order to control your universe, you must control your mind. That means you must control your thoughts. Now, sometimes you need physical evidence of you becoming something new, becoming something strange. So the problem is, if you don't have no things that are you're putting down right now in the aspect of, a business for yourself, in the aspect of some kind of side hustle that can spundulate into the freedom zone, then essentially you might not believe it. You feel me? Because you don't have nothing going for yourself right now. But that doesn't mean you can't create the image through visualization and start to put actionable steps into play before this 1 year comes into the fold. Now, listen, family, I'm just telling you what it is. We're in an illusion, and the symbols and the numbers are all aligned to a specific energy that's going to create a reality for you. So again, you're going to have to see yourself as something bigger than this 9 year that you're about to fall off of. Feel me? Because essentially, if you're not, you're going to be trapped in another cycle of, how would you say, low vibrational thought forms, or the woe is me, or survival mode energy. And I don't want to see that for y'all. I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all thrive. I want to see y'all achieve the things you want to achieve down here in this earth realm. It says, endings are not something to fear. They are sacred transitions preparing you for renewal and new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Trust that what's leaving now is creating room for something far greater than you've imagined. What's leaving you now is creating room for you that's far greater than you can ever imagine. Oh, nigga, y'all know how I'm seeing myself in this next decade. It's up, baby. I'm telling you. Look, I tell you, look, before whatever that last 9 year was, I did a YouTube video, right? And it was a ritual I did, the first video I ever did. And essentially I spun the blade into the 9 year or into the 1 year to create a new absolutely amazing set. Yeah, I did it in the 1 year, but before that, I was already in the energy in that 9 year creating a new reality. And look, I didn't even know I was gonna be doing YouTube. That's the craziest shit too. I did a YouTube video 10/10/2017. It was my first video. It was a Bobby Hemming clip video, whatever. 10/10/2017. It was a ritual that I was doing because I was trying to manipulate the energy for freedom and shit. Nigga, sure enough, guess what happened, nigga? That shit worked like a bitch. But before that, the year before that, I was already preparing through a ritualistic form of, you know, being in the freedom zone and not having to worry about the survival mechanisms of this thing. So boom, long story short, that video that I put down 10/10/2017 tripwired me into the new reality that I'm in today. Didn't have no ideas of the master student conferences, me selling these magician books and all of that stuff, me creating, me being on YouTube, you feel me? Me selling these supplements and these supplements going off like that in a positive, powerful way, right? Didn't have no idea. I was just doing me and thinking shit. I was gonna get freedom in another way. But you know, you never know how this thing gonna go. This thing is chaos. This thing is strange, right? And essentially, what you want to do is create the energy of freedom, but not think about how it's going to come. You just want to essentially start creating the energy or being in the vibration of freedom. Because again, we're feeling mechanism people. Melanin is a feeling mechanism machine. So in this machine that we're in, this melanin machine that we're in, it's important for you to feel who you are destined to be, who you're going to be. And I can't, you know, I can just tell you, I can't really make you feel it. You're just gonna have to feel it for yourself.
Message.
Okay, it says in just 4 months we enter 2026, a one universal year representing fresh starts, new opportunities, and the dawn of a brand new cycle. To step into that energy fully, we must first honor the 999 portal by releasing what's meant to stay in the past. The message of 999 portal is clear. Release, surrender, and rise. This is your moment to close the old chapters and step into the next level of your journey with clarity and grace. So y'all know I've been talking about this 9 year, the whole year. I've been saying, listen, family, it's just time for you this whole year, 2025, when it started. I've been saying, listen, this is the year for you to end things and then move into something new. So you should have been already creating a identity for yourself that's going to manipulate your world, right? And again, this is about manipulating this illusion and starting to do things that's strange, right? That's beyond the physical earth. A lot of y'all are still stuck in the survival mode frequency. So in the survival mode frequency, you don't have time to actually astral travel and actually have out of body experiences and things of that nature, because your mind is so rooted in the bills, the day-to-day drudgery of it all. You feel me? And that kind of spirit is keeping you out of your newfound belief which is the reality you want to see, which is understanding the death realm, understanding where you go when you transition. So I'm excited about this build. Peace to the family. I see y'all in here. Peace to y'all. It go down. It go down. All right. Let's keep it rolling, family. Let's keep it rolling. So 9 is alien. I ain't gonna say all of these, but 9 is alien. Just know that 9 is alien. Represents spiritual growth in mythology and numerology. Human gestation lasts approximately 9 months. Lucky number in Chinese culture linked to 9. 9 muses, right? 9 gods presides over Egyptian underworld hierarchy. 999. We see nines everywhere. Sum of first 3 square numbers equals 9, right? 9 is a huge number, and 9 spiritually just means completion. You feel me? 9 is alien. There's so many different things about the 9 that we're not going to go over them today. You just need to know that 9 is alien to this world. KRS-One got a video on YouTube where there's a guy rapping about the number 9, and he's basically giving you the explanation or the example of what 9 actually means. Let me see if I can pull that up and we can play it real quick for the family. Then we'll get back to the presentation. KRS-One 9. All right, here we go. Peace to the family, peace to the squad. Something that has never been explored alone. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I don't know if the audio is that good. Hold on. Family. Yeah, so if y'all ain't seen that video, go check it out. Fire build, fire rapping on the 9. So you know the 9 is a big thing, and we got to understand that to the core. Like, it's an alien number to this world. There's so many different things about the 9 that I can't even get into today. Go see my Divine 9 sex magic class I did 6 years ago. The whole thing was about the 9. You feel me? And you are the 9. You are this 9 ether being. And this 9 ether being is essentially 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons in your system. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, which equals the 9, right? When you talk about the 432 hertz, the 432 hertz is the 9. 3 plus 2 equals 5 plus 4 equals 9, right? And that's the frequency, the vibration that you want to be on. You feel me? See, they lower your vibration by putting you in this 44 hertz, 440 hertz. And that's when you're out of whack, out of sync. If you're attuned to 432 hertz, then guess what? Then you start to flow, be in rhythm, be in sync, be in spirit. And the powers that be know this, right? They purposely created a world where you're out of sync, out of character, out of your rhythm. And the beautiful thing about a melanin is you can still transmute that energy by, you know what I'm saying, by your melanin alone just being chaos, right? So they still try to do things, vaccines, food, subliminal messages on your TV, shoot them up, rappers, you feel me, make you more attracted just to ass, just seeing ass all the time. Look at Lotto and Ice Spice, you feel me? All of these things is trying to put you in a certain vibration that doesn't serve your greater good. So you got to understand to the core that when you raise your vibration up, you become a 9 ether being. Remember, the hair is also connected to the 9 ether being, because your hair is to the sun. The sun is what? The sun is God, right? Essentially, right? So the son of God, or the sun is God, is just Christ consciousness. It's a reflection of you. So if your hair is an antenna to receive messages from the sun, then essentially you want to understand to the core that, you know, we want to raise our vibration up or put ourselves in the best position possible to receive these downloads, these channels from spirit. See, everything is about your messages. That's it. I cannot make it up. And a lot of people are not connected in the aspect of the unseen world. What you imagine, um, what you feel, you become. So, since they're giving you these plays with these two eyes to become something that's foreign to you, now you think you're a human. You want to become a god, right? And the only way you become a god is if you transmute your energy into a more positive, high vibrational space. So let me go through these nines real quick so we can get deeper into the fold. So 36 or the 36, right? 36 is a divine number, right? That hymn decoded, the cover, I'm telling you, is 36. Trust me. And it's two melanated brothers, so obviously it's 36, 666. Now you can't be afraid of 666. 666 is a powerful number that we got to understand. That's the completion of the nine, right? You don't want to run from the 666. You want to understand that it's still nine. And the nine is the completed man, right? Baphomet. Baphomet is the spiritual worker. Goat God, goat God. Yeah, that's me. Even in this book, it says, see what I got highlighted in here. Well, essentially, it says the 9-foot statue of Baphomet, this 9-foot statue of Baphomet, right, is a symbol. The height of the statue, 9 feet. The number 9 is derived from the 9-month moon process of development of the fetus in the womb of woman. So Baphomet is a divine spiritual symbol talking about your divine feminine energy, but your divine feminine energy doesn't have nothing to do about a woman. It has everything to do with your magic, Message. Your magic, your mysticism, your spiritual ability to see past the veil and be in a space of intuition, knowing, seeing your symbols, your dreams, lucid dreaming. You feel me? All of this is important. I had a dream last night that was off the chain. What the hell was my dream about? Let me see. Okay, my dream. I had to write it down. It says I was in a metaphysical shop with an OG hooper turned spiritualist. Okay, cool. I know what that means. We were selling hoodies and somebody kept stealing the hoodies. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I forgot about that. I ran into a youngin'. He said he was 9, but he looked like he was 39. I was introducing him to Oregon and specifically Oregon pyramids. Okay, so boom, that was a fire dream I had. And I wish I would have remembered the damn OG Hooper's name that turned into a spiritualist. But anyway, the point about it is him being a hooper is a symbolic message just for me, because when I was a child, hooping symbolized prosperity, abundance, wealth. You feel me? The kid being a 9, it's the childlike spirit, right? And what else was in there? It said something. You selling hood? Oh, Oregon pyramids. Okay, so we're gonna have to tap into that Oregon pyramids, Oregon pyramids. So that means I'm gonna have to go get me another Oregon pyramid and turn up on my destination. You feel me? Straight up and down, nigga. I cannot make it up. God damn. So that's important, family. You know, your dreams are important because again, they're like little steps to a new path or a new journey. You feel me? It's your guiding light, and it's gonna help you and it's gonna protect you by giving you plays and understanding. So 369 is completed. So you see the triangle, right? That's also the pyramid. 369, right? It's the circle and the pyramid all in one. 360, 36 is 9, right? That's what you are, a completed man, the completed circle, right? The halo around your head. Don't worry, we're gonna get to that. 369, Tesla, right? Look at the ohm sign. It's 36, right? Which I pointed out in my sex magic class. If you look at the sign the Ohm sign completely is actually a 3 and a 6, which I'm telling you is 9, which is the divine number 36, or 3 sixes, or 666.
Message.
Cannot make it up, family. I'm just telling you, 9 is a strange number. It's an alien to this world, and you are the 9 ether being. You're the completed man. It doesn't matter what universal number or soul number you came in on, right? You're still the 9. Doesn't matter if you're my soul number is a 5. Oh, my life number is a 7. No, nigga. Regardless, you're still a 9. Now, it might just mean you're gonna come back to this bitch. But hey, that's the choice you made, you feel me? And you can't look at these lives that you're coming back as a punishment. You got to look at it as a process that you wanted to go through. You wanted to go be a melanated man here. You wanted to be an Asian man in this particular time. You wanted to be a Hindu female at that particular time. You feel me? So you can't look at these reincarceration cycles or see, I even say it now. So reincarcerated cycles as a punishment. You just got to look at it as a mission that you're trying to accomplish. It's an adventure, right? And each of these adventures, you're learning something new about yourself. You're going to learn yourself as a woman, as a female having children. You're going to learn yourself as a male with no children. You're going to learn yourself as a married couple, a married bisexual couple or whatever. You feel me? All of these different things, you're learning something new and you're moving into a new trajectory of thoughts.
Message.
Remember,
it's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad? So think of this thing as a game. You are here to play the game. If you look at this thing as a game, then you can play the game of life and really run this thing. But if you're looking at this thing as a survival human, then you're going to stay in that construct of survival human. You want to turn up in this bitch. You don't want to be playing it safe. That's the ego. That's the demiurge ways. You want to turn up and show out. So the only way you do that is by gathering back your mind, getting back in control of your mind, and understanding that that's all it is. That's all this thing is. The mind is all, and the universe is mental. So getting back to the 9, let's run it. 36, right? The Ohm symbol, Ohm, that's the 9. So one ritual I want y'all to do that I'm about to give y'all now is obviously you got to do your crown chakra work, because that's the real 9. You feel me? 36. So I want you to put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, breathe through your nose and say Om, and let that vibrate through your pineal gland. While closing your eyes, do it for 9 minutes. Do it 9 times. All of these things are breaking up stagnant energy inside of you to start to put you in a more magical, mystical being. See, when I'm decoding all these movies, I'm just telling y'all what it is. I'm not looking for the symbols. It's just literally coming to me through my higher self, channeling information to me and giving me these plays.
Message.
Just based off of me doing my work and being in tune with spirit, being in tune with my higher self, and understanding what this feeling mechanism is. Because feeling is the key. Some people have dreams, right, where they see their grandma afraid. You feel me? I had a dream seeing my grandma afraid back in the day, right? And nervous and, petrified or whatever, right? And you literally thinking that you're afraid, but she's just giving you the feeling of how she feels on the other side. So now you can misinterpret that energy by not understanding how to tap into spirit. Because some of these things you deem as nightmares are just messages for you to understand something so you can help somebody out or move into a different space of understanding the spiritual message that's coming through. Your grandma could come to you happy, joyous, and marvelous, and you just need to be able to understand that through the feeling mechanism. She might not show herself smiling, but you feel good in the dream. You feel me? And that's the key, right? That's the key. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So we know about the 369. Hopefully y'all do. If y'all don't, y'all got to get it in. 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons equals 18, which equals the 9. We are who they fear, the 9 ether beings, right? We're the 9. This is my divine sex magic class where I went thorough heavily into 36 with 3 6s, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 6. 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 6. 6, 6, 6. 6 equals sex. Sex is you, masculine and feminine energy. Sex is Baphomet. You feel me? We got to remember that to the core. 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 36 equals 666. That's not a coincidence. Superman, the movie Superman that y'all just watched. Krypton is the periodic table is 36, 36, 666, 3 6s. It says 36 is both the square of 6 and a triangular number, making it a square triangular number. It is the smallest square triangle number other than 1, and it is also the only triangle number other than 1 whose square root is also a triangular number. So it's a square and triangle, the smallest one other than 1. What a coincidence. 36. So 36 is a big deal. The pyramids is based off of the 36, the triangular mission. The Oregon pyramid y'all are taking is based off of the 36. It's a perfect square or perfect triangle in the 36. You feel me? So that number alone, 666, 3 6s, 9, divine 9, is alien to this complete world that we're in. And whatever this contraption is, this illusionary contraption is that we're on, we need to understand that to the core, that these numbers are part of a coded language that gives us plays and understandings down here, right? When you look at your birthday on a driver's license plate, that's a symbolic message from your higher self saying, okay, your birth is something new. Okay, that's a great idea, right? When you see your when you see your receipt and it's $99.99 exactly, or whatever, right? You need to understand that to the core as well. You feel me? That it's giving you some kind of particular message to understand you're completing a mission, and you're renewing a new spirit, right? All of these things are important to understand about the 9 and how alien 9 is for you to move into a space of power, right? This is about power versus force, and the human is force and the spiritual being is power. So you can't run away from 666, Baphomet, none of that shit. You got to run to it, because that's actually the true power of you mystics.
Message.
All right, so the whole idea of 666 again is about the feeling. I cannot make it up. It's moving how the wind blows. The end. So think about LeBron James. Think about these superstar basketball players. Think about some of these football players. Think about Michael Jackson. Some of these artists, Prince. You know what I'm saying? Just the music that people put out in the aspect of a feeling mechanism machine that they're in. You feel me? Melanated people are strange. You can't make it up. Like, you can just see it in the music. Let's just put it all in a box, right? If they're saying that majority of America is, let's say they're saying what, 70% white, right? And then let's say 10, 12% of America is melanated. But that 12% of melanated beings is the things that you see on TV over and over and over again. That should tell you, right, that there's something strange about these people, that they got some kind of talent, some kind of gene, they're in some kind of vibration that makes them move differently, that makes them think differently, that makes them feel differently.
Message.
And feeling is the key. So a lot of this is about understanding the unseen languages that's happening. See, that logical, rational, common sense thing, that left brain imprisonment that a lot of people are in, that's fucking people up so bad that they forgot about their true power, which is an unseen language. You just know, and you just know based off of your feeling. You can feel it in your heart. You just like, man, I feel it. I know it, right? That's the key. You want to get back to that. When we're talking about getting back to the childlike spirit, the child will go outside and they'll play and they just feel the earth differently. You feel me? They just be in a whole different zone of adventure and exploration. And even as a teenager, your teenagers, you can't even tell them nothing. They feel like they know. Well, that's because they're in a space of this energy of exploration, challenging the system, right? See, the protective survival mode thing tricked us into believing that, okay, get a job, a house with a picket fence, and work till you 65, 70, and then retire. And that's called mind control. They told you or gave you the mission to accomplish. When you were a teenager, you didn't want to do that shit. Well, some of y'all didn't. Some of y'all that was in the space of skipping school, like myself and all of that, right? You were more in the space of figuring out something else. Like, why would I be stuck into a contraption like that? You feel me? You knew that you wanted to explore the world. You knew that you wanted to travel. You knew that you wanted to have fun and be in a space of, opportunity. You just felt like the world was at your fingertips. So now, and there's great examples, Kai Cenat, Speed, right? All of these kids that's doing their own thing and just running amok on this thing because they had the world in their hands at such a young age. So now their mental acuity or their mind control is based off of them seeing different things in their world through the phone. And this is going to keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're going into a age of heart-centered work, expressing yourself through what you love to do. The end. You got hurt one time. Cool. You got hurt. Man, that project didn't work. Right? And in that hurt, you traumatize yourself to not look back at it, to not go for it again, right? Now, I'm not saying everybody going to be a singer or whatever, right? Some of y'all just being delusional about your singing. You probably know within your heart, like, this shit sound trash, but you keep on singing and rapping this shit. Ha! And plus, that's mind control too. You probably don't necessarily want to be a singer, but you probably want to do something in the form of music. You probably want to do something in the form of, creating sounds or whatever it might be, right? So y'all got hurt back in the day and you went to explore another route, which is the survival mode instincts of, let me work at this call center. Let me work at this bus department. Let me just do this, right? And now you're just stuck in a limbo, in a process of survival. And that's all you know. And then your true fun is on the weekends when you go out for 3 hours on a Saturday. What I'm saying is, you can start putting down something that you're passionate about right now and start visualizing, creative visualization, and then spundulate that thing into the 1 year, which is 2026 and beyond.
Message.
But you have to do it and you have to believe. So all of this stuff doesn't matter if you're not trying to put something down. So if you're trying, then you will move into a space of power. But if you're not trying, then guess what? You're going to stay the same thing in the 1 year, and you're going to be looking for some other things that you could, you're going to be trying to figure this thing out again. Meanwhile, niggas like myself is going to be thriving and striving and doing some fly shit. And you're going to be like, damn, how the fuck the dream did that? Well, because I did the damn work. So, I want the family to understand this to the core. This is a big energy play right here with going into this 1 year. And I don't want y'all to miss this opportunity to transform your world for the better. It's not going to happen overnight. That's the problem. You thinking action, reaction. It's not going to happen like that. It's a slow, not that slow. It goes pretty fast, actually. But it's a process of you having an inspirational moment here, or you catching a fast here, or you reading this book. Damn, you put down this play. Wow, you got your first sale here. Wow, you enjoyed this. That first business doesn't take off. Damn, this takes off. And that's the formulation of chaos, putting things into order. But if if you're stuck in the aspect of, I want it now, like you're about to hit the lottery, then you're going to just keep on chasing an illusionary construct of what this world is actually meant for you to do. And it's meant for you to go through these adventures and look at it as an adventure. Don't take it personal when that first business don't work. That's what fucks people up. Don't take it personal if somebody doesn't buy your product. You feel me? You got to look at this whole world as a big game. That's it. And you're just playing the game and just having fun in the game. That's it. So until we step back and start challenging ourselves in the game, then, you'll never get to the freedom point that you want to get to. I'm just telling you what it is. This is a step-by-step process. Nothing happens overnight. And stop thinking that you're going to wish upon a star and then everything's going to be okay. Melanin, again, is moving how the wind blows. Moving how the wind blows is you being in tune with the vibrational energy that spirit is putting you through. There's going to be plays that spirit gives you that you want to understand is a play or a stepping stone to something else. So you might feel the inspiration to make this shirt company, right? Cool. You do the shirt company, it falls on his face. Cool. There was something that you learned from that shirt company that you did that's going to multiply your wins in the future. So you had to go through that process, right, to understand how to win later on down the line.
Message.
So listen, I just want the family to understand that to the core. It's a never-ending story, and you're going to go through this turbulence thing. But if you don't want to go through it, then that's when you get stuck in the survival mode, robotic 9-to-5 energy, where you're going to constantly, consistently be trying to figure things out, but not making no moves. Nothing but motion. If you don't have no motion, you don't have no action. And that's real, family. You got to put in motionable plays, because that's all you got going. And spirit is going to help you, because again, spirit is going to give you the plays, right? If you're doing your work and really in tune with spirit, by giving you the messages in your dreams, giving you the messages in your meditations, in your waking life, this person's going to randomly call you. You're going to see somebody that looks like somebody, and then you're going to be like, oh, I should give him a call. And then he's going to give you a message that you needed to hear. You feel me? This is what this world is based off of feeling alone. And that's what moving like the wind blows mean. You feel me? So the real truth about tithing 10% is the 10% is just a human. Everything else, the 90% has to be in spirit inspiration. You feel me? If you're still falling into limbo of the 10% or putting your 10% tithe as the main thing, which is your human survival, then that's all you're going to keep on getting. Look at Doshi again. You know, she's a great example of this, right? She said, fuck it, I'm gonna just give it all to spirit on YouTube 4 or 5 years ago. When you give it all to spirit, the spirit is going to help you, but you have to believe. Once again, you have to believe that the magic will work for you. That's the thing. That's the biggest thing I can see is the belief system. You feel me? If you're not in the strong belief that you are going to win or are going to be successful in whatever you believe your success should be, right? Then at the end of the day, it's not going to work because you're telling yourself the lie over and over and over again. See it, feel it, believe it, achieve it. See it, feel it, believe it, achieve it.
Message.
See it, feel it, believe in it heavy, and then you will achieve it. No, it sounds woo-woo, but I did it. You feel me? And shit, I don't know how to explain it except for just, telling you, just told it. Well, I don't know what y'all want me to say. Like, literally, TikTok just runs itself. And niggas is on TikTok running it up. And they probably had products that was on Shopify for years, not moving, not doing nothing. This TikTok thing is a machine of its own. You feel me? Some of the stuff I got playing out next year, y'all see some masterful, magical things happening. You feel me? So, hey, it's just about you understanding to the core that it will happen for you. It's just about constantly, consistently, repetitively understanding that you are God. So that 10% tithe is your human survival. That's all it means. 90% divine 9, getting back to the 9, getting back to the 9. 90% of this thing is about your spiritual endeavors. So look at it like this. 10% to your logical, rational, mundane world, 90% to spirit. So what we see is this happening backwards. Niggas is giving 90% to the human and 10% to their spiritual endeavors. Hey, if you're calling yourself a spiritual being, right? I'm just telling you what it is. This doesn't have nothing to do with anything outside of you. This has everything to do with everything inside of you. And it has everything to do with you understanding that glamour, the gossip talk, the conspiracy theory syndrome, or what is Thug doing now? Oh shit, Donald Trump is about to do this. Here go the Anunnaki again. All of that shit is fucking y'all niggas up heavy, nigga. I'm telling you. Nigga, Panic used to say this. He used to be like, nigga, y'all know all that shit about the conspiracy theories and shit, but y'all McDonald's shaking them damn fries and shit. What the fuck does that even mean? You feel me? See, we just got to get real. Like, either niggas want to be about this life or they don't. They want to play pussyfoot around and just keep on acting like they spiritualists. No, nigga, you're not being a spiritualist by knowing what the fuck Donald Trump is about to do. or the Illuminati or goddamn whatever the Anunnaki is doing. None of that shit matters. It's going to keep on serving you what you have in your reality. So I'm telling y'all to get off of that shit now before this 1 year comes into the fold. And then you're stuck in that same David Icke, Alex Jones loop again, looking outside of yourself and understanding that that's part of the play that they put down here to keep you distracted.
Message.
Hey, you're gonna have to pick the season, and right now is the best time because nigga, you got 4 months to this 1 year come into alignment. Neo, the one. Either you're gonna be Thomas Anderson in the cubicle, or you're gonna be Neo and break out of the matrix. So you're gonna have to figure it out right now because again, this is for the gods, this is for the chaos beings, this is for the ones that know, this is for the ones that have a bigger fish to fry. You don't have time to be worried about none of that bullshit. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, what is it doing for your life? You love your mama more than any of that anyway. So get your mama out the hood.
Message.
Turn up in this bitch. It's time for you to transform your world so you can start transforming the worlds of your loved ones. You want to sit around here and talk about the blame game. Keep on blaming. You're going to look around and say, damn, I'm still in the same spot, the same cubicle box. It's up to you to be your own hero, and you got to put forth the energy, the effort to win down here. It's nothing but...
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Only a motherfucking game. So either you playing the game or you're getting played in the game. All right, so here's some rituals that you can do today. I'm giving you the rituals. Let me give you this halo one first. So first, you want to see a halo circling around your head, around your pineal gland. And you want to look up at your pineal gland, tongue to the roof of your mouth, saying Om. Om. You don't got to visualize nothing else but that halo. That's going to put you in a more Christ consciousness, crown chakra energy. You feel me? So remember, when we're talking about the crown, we're talking about knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We're talking about the knowledge, the knowing energy, which is knowledge, which is that this is something that you know, right? When you know something, which is knowledge, that means you can make plays. You will never be broke because you know how to make it. You feel me? Out of thin air. If you don't know, then you keep on, circling the hand looking confused, right? So just by doing this simple ritual alone, seeing a halo spiral around your head, around your pineal gland, right? Around your first eye, looking up, tongue to the roof of your mouth, right? Om. Saying Om. Remember, Om is 36, 3-6. That's a 9, right? Do this for 9 minutes or do at least 9 Ohms. Today. Now, I would do it for 9 minutes and just keep and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to get freaky, 90 minutes in this bitch. Everything has to be tied into this 9 though, straight up and down. Because again, it's just you telling spirit that I'm ready for change. Telling spirit that I'm ready to turn something up. Telling spirit, remember, this is make-believe. I'm trying to tell y'all this is make-believe. So now today is the day where you can make believe into a new reality that you want to see come forth. You're releasing the old self and becoming a new. So in this make-believe journey that we're in, right, it's up to you to run them up on your creative visualization and start telling yourself or putting yourself in the winning position that says you are, you're going to paint the picture that you want to see. Your mind is a canvas and you're basically just painting the life that you you see. So it's up to you to paint it correctly. You feel me? And see in your mind's eye and feel in your mind's eye that energy happening. So now when you see that halo spiraling around your pineal gland, essentially what you're going to do is say Om, and that's going to break up some stagnant energy to get your pineal gland on point. 9 minutes of affirmations today. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. All of this is completion. Remember the circle. Completion, circle. You can do all of these or you can do one of these. You feel me? 9 minutes of affirmations today. I am worthy of love and happiness. Abundance flows to me, to my life with ease. I am healthy, strong, and confident. I attract success as prosperity and prosperity. My potential is limitless. Come up with your own affirmation and say it for 9 minutes, at least 9 minutes. Remember the concept of what this is. When you do something, right, and the feeling is like, let's say you do something for 9 minutes, right, and the feeling is strong enough, that means you sacrifice to make a situation happen in your mind. So now your spirit knows that you need to win in that specific mission. It knows it. It's like, oh yeah, we about to win, baby. It's up. You feel me? Because again, you took the time out to sacrifice time, right? Energy to tell your subconscious mind, I mean business. When I was listen, this is deep because I was doing ancestor veneration, right? For years I've been doing ancestor veneration, right? And this was back in the day. And you're doing the ancestor veneration with some kind of like, all right, let me just do it. You know what I'm saying? Da da da. Not really putting no feeling into it. You feel me? Crazy, just not putting no feeling into it. One day I got upset. I got real mad, upset, and frustrated. I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm about to talk to my dad. It got me fucked up. You feel me? I said, nah, I'm about to talk to this nigga. I'm fucked up. So in the ancestor veneration, I started throwing the ancestor money, burning it. I was in tears and everything, feeling it, like and talking to my old man heavy. Like, come on, I need you, da da da, whatever I was saying, right? Burning, just throwing the money. I say up, really feeling it. Tears coming down, everything. Nigga, tell me why my cousin called me up. A cousin I never met, never knew, right? Called me less than an hour later. Less than an hour later, he called me. My cousin that I do know, Maxine, she gave him my number. He said he was driving into Houston. He wanted to see me. He ain't seen me since I was a kid, right? My daddy died when I was young. The nigga was telling me all kind of shit. He said he was my dad's best friend. The nigga was telling me all kind of shit about my old man. I was fucked up that day, boy. I was out of, I said, oh my God, nigga, I just had to put feeling in it and it was going to come through and work.
Message.
Wait, so once I put the feeling into it, melanin feeling into it, then the damn message is received.
Message.
Hey, I'm telling you what it is. Melanin is a feeling mechanism machine. Remember when you see Des Bryant back in the day on the Cowboys, he used to be so turned up and like it looked like he was angry, but he was just really passionate about it, right? And he would make some fire plays. That's what we're talking about, that feeling mechanism. Think about goddamn Ezekiel Elliott. Nigga, that nigga got paid, he stopped feeling it. He started going down early and shit. You know, it's in anything. You go to the gym and work out, right? Oh, I'm about to get this bitch. You on the bench, I'm about to get this for a fact. Don't give a fuck what happens. You feel that, you feel me, you on it. You about to pull a chick. You see a chick. You, oh yeah, I know I got her. For you, why do you get her? You know, you feel it. You like, oh yeah, I feel it. Now let's say she married and everything, right? And you didn't get her, but you can see that she would have went if she wasn't married. You feel me? She would have she would have went for it. He would have, hey, I see you, player. She would have went, but since she loyal to some, I respect the game, guy. You know, boom. So say it's all the same energy, right? So again, in these rituals, you want to be in a feeling mechanism machine. So when you're saying your affirmations for 9 minutes, really put yourself in a, conjure up a strong feeling, a sense of knowing, right? Whatever affirmations you choose, if I was you, I would just choose one or two and repeat those over and over and again while looking in the mirror, and put a strong sense of urgency and feeling into it, right? And stop thinking about looking so corny or whatever, or goofy. Nigga, nobody ain't looking at you. You hate y'all niggas. You gotta understand, like, nigga, either you want it or you don't. You're talking to your body. You're talking to your cells. Why are you feeling lame about that? Either you want, that's what I'm saying. Either we're gonna run it or not. You worried about the next man and nobody ain't even looking at you, and they not gonna win. So you got to get off of that, even feeling silly about doing it. You feel me? And run it loud, aggressive, passion, heavy on your heart, heavy on your heart. 432 hertz is the heart chakra, right? 4, 3, 2 equals 9. 9 equals the being. That's love. The love that you have for yourself. Expression, love. We're moving into a heart-centered space. Love, push heavy. But even if you have to cry, that's what I'm talking about. You want to cry, nigga. You want to get all that shit out. I'm telling you, it's going to work. Because look, it works because, again, the pain, the feeling, and I don't want to just associate it with pain, because it doesn't have to be painful. It can be a joyous expression, you feel me? But it's a feeling nonetheless. Is hitting your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind is a feeling mechanism machine. So in order to manipulate that subconscious programming, or unroot that programming that doesn't serve you, you're going to have to feel something. What Panic used to say, trauma, symbols, repetition, right? Trauma is a feeling mechanism thing, right? Repetition is you feeling the routine of something, right? And the symbol can give you an aha moment, or like, wow, okay, or like, oh, wow. It makes you feel something in the moment. You feel me? So again, a lot of the pivoting is based off of the feeling. So you want to push as hard as you can today. Get in the mirror and say them affirmations 9 times. Spend $90, $90, or $900 on yourself today. That's an important image to place on yourself. $9 on yourself, on something that you want for yourself. $90 on yourself. $900 on yourself, on your self-care. Remember, that 9 is you being in alignment with this 999 energy today. So whatever it might be, go to the mall, buy something for $90. Go to the store, buy some food item for $9, just for you, self-care, because this is about you loving on yourself today. Go shopping and spend $900 if you got it, right? On self. Either way, you need to spend $9, $90, $900 on yourself, because again, when you do receive particular things for yourself, you feel another sense of urgency, or another sense of pleasure. You feel me? There's $90 masseuses out here. If the bill comes out to $80, give her a $10 tip. You feel me? Just put the energy in. All right, I'm gonna spend $9, $90, $900 on myself today. You feel me? We're gonna buy you some shoes, something that you know what I'm saying? Because again, the energy is speaking of I take care of myself, I love on myself, and this is what I'm about. Self-love, self-care, right? And the last one, write 9 times. 9 times. You can write 9 times about yourself, about your new story. You feel me? Write it out 9 times. You can put it into one sentence or you can put it into multiple sentences, but write the story 9 times because, again, as you're writing, it's going to hurt. It's going to feel, right? And you're going to be in a sense of casting spells. That's what spelling is about, casting spells on self. So now as you're writing, it might give you a little, it might put you in a particular zone or portal of like, damn, I'm writing this 9 times. This bitch is going to work.
Message.
This shit hurt, but I'm writing it out 9 times. I know it's going to work because I feel this. It's empowering my whole being writing this 9 times. I'm in a whole, see, they got that 369 writing thing, right? That takes some work, right? All of these things is putting you in a higher state of programming that subconscious mind, which is the whole point of magic. You feel me? And remember, magic is the will you have, the willpower of you putting things into play.
Message.
I want the family to do these today, do them rituals today, and tap into your 9 ether being energy. Give me some questions. Let's see what y'all got. Let's see what if your environment looks at like your past self, no matter how much spiritual work. What if your environment looks at like your past self, no matter how much spiritual work? You got to get out of the environment. See, even your name is telling you to see something different. See, when you see something differently, what's going to happen is like go into a different grocery store, go into a different environment. What's going to happen is your subconscious mind, your spirit is going to say, oh, okay, wait, this must be our new reality. So I need to put money in this person's pocket to make sure he stays in this reality. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you got to put yourself in these environments of prosperity, of wealth, of growth, you feel me, of thriving environments, right? See, the problem is when spirit gives you the play to move, then you think that because it's a little painful, right, that it was a bad thing. Remember, there is no good or bad, right or wrong. You're gonna have to have them days where you in your lab, in your bag, right? And that's okay. Your spirit is gonna move you to do particular things, right? You're gonna have to do it, and you're gonna have to get over the drudgery of it, because again, that's just putting you into a closer step of the vision desire that you want to have. So a lot of times we're equating pain to a problem. It's not a problem. It's just part of the journey that you're on to uproot you into a new. So it's just like lifting weights, right? You lift weights, you feel a little pain. Okay, cool. But you know you're going to get stronger, right? You do a fast, you feel a little pain, you know you're going to get stronger. Same thing with the finances. Okay, you put yourself in a different grocery store, you feel a little pain in that grocery store, you're going to get stronger. Like, damn, okay, You don't want to think about it as you spending money on oh wow, this is higher prices or whatever, right? You want to think about it as you're feeding yourself a more abundant, prosperous lifestyle.
Message.
So buy the foods that you need to buy. You feel me? See, a lot of times all of this stuff is just based off of fear, like fear of the unknown. I did a fast yesterday. I just did a fast just because. I just said, fuck it, let me do this fast just to follow into that 9/7 blood moon day fast yesterday because I did some rituals 9/7 fast yesterday, and today I'm about to tap into more rituals that I did this rising. You feel me? So we got to look at it as a part of the journey. Like, I'm not shitting on the aspect of doing the particular things that's going to put me in winning positions. You just know that you got to do it. You got to get up early because that's what it requires to be. It might hurt at first, but guess what? You're going to be into a winning position. You're going to see yourself in a more powerful, more abundant, thriving zone. The faith, the belief in that thing is going to work, is working. That's the key. If you believe it to work, it's going to work. If you don't, then guess what? It's not going to work. It's just going to stay the same. You see what I'm saying? I can't wait to spend on myself today. I spent $9.99 on just now on a plant. Let's fly. Yeah, let's fly. I bought 2 plants yesterday and did a whole ritual to him. Gave him my fluids. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Gave my fluids. You know what I'm saying? Personal fluids, and then I had them in another pot, gave them, and then I placed them in the thing while saying affirmations and turning up on my root chakra adventure day. You feel me? All of y'all that's dealing with the menses and stuff. Hey, that's some powerful blood right there, baby. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. You feel me? Tap in with it. See what I'm saying? Females, because that's a powerful thing. There's a book called what's the name of this book? Let me see. I got it downstairs. It's called hold on, because I want to give y'all this book because it is a great book to have. If I can find it. Her Blood is Gold. Her Blood is Gold. Awakening to the Wisdom of Menstruation by Laura Owen. Her blood is gold. All right. Hey, either niggas gonna get with this or not. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Run. Be very, very afraid. I'm just telling you what it is, baby. I can't make it up. Hold on. They keep on doing that. StreamYard, I need to fix that. Her blood is gold. You feel me? White lady wrote it too. You feel me? That's gonna put you on your ass. Laura Owen, Awakening the Wisdom of Menstruation. So ladies, tap in, baby. Tap in. We talk about the strange. We talk about manipulating energy. We talk about it all. Remember, this whole thing is about divine feminine energy. So divine feminine energy doesn't mean women. It just means your creative energy, your spiritual energy, your intuition, your magic, your knowing, right? So that's what we got to move back into, this matriarchal energy of the knowing, the heart-centered space, the feeling. You feel me? That's what women are. They're feeling, right? The Black woman is a great example of the feeling mechanism. She's a symbol, right? And obviously you can see some of these Black women are attracting money to them at the speed of light, based off of their looks, based off of whatever. You feel me? But still, it's in play. So now what? What you gonna do? You talk about the soft life, okay? Well, they running it. So now what? So she don't know you. You worried about her and what she doing. She don't know you. And her moral code compass is not the same as yours. So y'all looking at this chick because you've been programmed through the Christian church, and she doing her thing, she running it up, and y'all looking at her like, oh, she don't have no morals for herself. She looking like, nigga, I'm about to eat this lobster at 3 p.m. 3 lobsters. And not give one fuck about what's going on. She grubbing and shit. Going ham on that lobster. You sitting over there talking about, hello, AT&T, how can I help you? She over here sit back chilling, nigga. And you think she worried about you? She don't give one, boy. She not thinking about none of that, boy. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of this is strange and it's chaos. And we got to understand that this illusionary world will have you in a strife of things. Now, if it's not in your spirit to do particular things to get to the bag, then don't do it, obviously, right? But I'm just saying, we got to start looking at this thing because niggas know what time it is. Okay, you keep on wishing upon a star and hoping while these people, some of these females is in motion and making plays. And these plays they making is running it up on their lifestyle. And they just living in the adventure bay thing. They just in the space like, hey, I don't know what. That's what I used to. I used to look at my homegirl strippers. They used to be in a zone. I used to be like, God damn, you brought how much back today? Like nigga, now some of them girls they wasn't about that stripper life, so that was a false reality they was living in, and now they're living in a real treacherous situation. My other homegirl though, that was a stripper, she big time now, doing her thing. She soft life type shit. You feel me? Real fly shit. Just the back, but she was about that life. That was in her lexicon of spirit to be about that because she didn't care about the dancing aspect. She loved to dance. She didn't care about being naked in front of people because she loved her body. So she knew that that was her goddess energy. You feel me? And some people have that Lilith energy where they're just bad to the bone. Now, it's not saying you got to strip or have sex for money. I'm just saying it's about you moving into a space of saying, oh, okay, I can empower myself through my look. You feel me? So let's say you're a really fly chick, right? You fine as hell, and you get on the Instagram, and you don't have to show everything, but just be fine on Instagram and deliver your message. And you like, nah, fuck that. Nigga, there's girls literally on Instagram or on these, well, I think it's Instagram or TikTok or whatever. They just being fine, showing themselves being fine. Getting paid, boy. What is that? Let's be real. What is that? They showing themselves being just fine. That's it. So what is that? I'm just telling you, spirit has a funny way of showing up. See, what I'm saying is this technology and this social media stuff is here today. I don't know how your freedom is going to come. I'm just telling you, social media, all of this stuff is interesting, right? And we got to understand that to the core. Look at Charleston White and them. You feel me? He told you straight up, nigga, was in the system trying to be the good, upstanding citizen type of thing. Once he turned the chaos on, then the money started coming. Look at the dude that snitched on Young Thug, the Woody dude. What the hell is that? So you got to look at even all of this stuff and say, okay, wait, what is going on? There's something strange going on here. You feel me? Some of these kids is just becoming becoming stars just based off of them always being expressive. Look at Drewski. Nigga, whole body was white. and guess what he said? Yeah, you can't cancel me. I'm uncancelable, nigga. That nigga spitting in front of black people. Hey, that nigga Drewski, hell, boy. So you know what I'm saying? It's you have to look at it. You got to look at it all. You feel me? Hey, say what you want. Boys, something else is strange happening. And a lot of it is just about letting go. You feel me? Letting go of who you think you are. Releasing that inhibition to go into a space that's not known to you. That you want to do, but you're running away from it because of the moral taboo of this thing. Some of y'all are supposed to be expressing yourself on YouTube, and you will not do it because you're afraid of how people will treat you or your look or some shit like that. You feel me? You're gonna have to figure this. You're gonna have to let it go. That's the fear. You're gonna have to let all of it go and say, "All right, bet. Let me run." Because Spirit's gonna give you the play, and if you say no, Spirit is gonna say, "All right, well, bet. I told you what to do." But now you said, what you want me to say? You said you wanted freedom. This is what it acquires. It's going to require you to stretch a little bit. Hey, your talent doesn't speak to where you at in your life, and your talent, it doesn't speak to expressing that gift of rapping or that gift of singing and stuff like that, right? So I'm trying to put you in a winning position possible where you can express yourself and still acquire some freedom. And everybody doesn't have, see, that's the other thing. Everybody think you got to be a celebrity. You don't got to be a celebrity and shit, nigga. Nigga, I don't got whatever I have on my YouTube followers or whatever. That shit doesn't matter. Nigga, there's 100 people on this live, nigga. I go to the store, nobody doesn't know me. You feel me? So these people are not gonna recognize you and shit. Like you don't have to acquire 1 million people to be winning and stuff like that. You can require freedom with 500 people that's attracted to your energy. You feel me? And shit, then that will spundulate into more and more things, and then you'll be like, oh wow. You just you just in the world free, trying different things, doing different things, right? So that's very, very important to understand. Let go, and let God. Because God got a funny way of doing things. You feel me? Yeah, somebody said teacher babe. She running the play. You know she running the play too. She trying to get up out of here. She ain't trying to hear none of that shit. That whole thing where they caught her at the gas station. No, that was set up, boy. I caught teacher babe at the gas station. They running plays on this thing. Look at them guys that's doing. These little kids is off the chain. They not trying to hear none of that shit. First off, it's an illusion anyway. So now, at the end of the day, niggas is not gonna remember. These kids is on stream 24/7. They sitting here with the camera in their face. Now, obviously, we missed that boat of energy because we don't really just like the camera in our face like that. Cool, right? Just based off of how we grew up being outside and shit and not being in the space of this camera thing. But now, what the energy is saying is like, hey, look, closed mouth don't get fed. You're gonna have to express yourself to somebody to make some plays, to make some headway in this thing. There's no other way around it. What, you gonna just be a mouse in this bitch and not say nothing? And you think you're gonna acquire the bag that way? You're gonna have to build some relationships. You're gonna have to speak up, say something. What? Just figure to tell me another way. I'll wait. You're gonna have to. It don't matter. Even if you're behind the camera, you're gonna have to figure out how to talk to the man that you're trying to be behind the camera and shit. You're gonna crypto your way out of this bitch? Okay, bet. Go for it. You feel me? I guess. But just imagine if you had the expression that can fuel more of the crypto. You feel me? Instead of you sitting there doing it and feeling it like it's a retirement fund, now all of a sudden you doing a side hustle that okay, I get $300 from the side hustle, I throw it into the crypto. You feel me? Just based off of it's something that I like to do, this side hustle, boom, throw it in the crypto. But again, the crypto is not, and the in stocks and the investments is not a means of expression. You came down here to express. The passion of the Christ is an express. When we talk about your throat chakra, we're talking about expressing yourself with your hands. Maybe you're building something, right? But you still got to communicate your service. Maybe you're speaking, right? Maybe you're in front of the camera. Maybe you're behind the camera. Whatever it might be, you're going to have to express your artistry, which is divine feminine energy, which is creative energy, which is you tapping into the chaos, which is you tapping into the unknown.
Message.
So I want the family to understand that to the core and run it up, family, run it up. 2026 is your year. 2026 is your year, and it's time for you to put up or shut up. Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. I love and appreciate y'all. Love and appreciate y'all. Till next time, peace to the gods.